Hey everybody, welcome to an episode of Fans and Jerseys. Today we're going to recap last night's game, USA-Honduras. So we got a special guest here today joining us, soccer aficionado, my cousin and brother. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
So, what did you think of the game?
Definitely a different team than we've seen in the past few games. They played a lot better. I was much happier with the coaching this time around, and I was happy to see all the call-ups that they had.
Yeah, so not only did we get 3 points, but we also had 6 goals, so we're even in the goal differential now. That's huge. We're now in 4th place.
Yeah. The coaching seemed to be a lot better. We kept the shutout, which is huge. I know you love that.
Absolutely.
The guys just seem to combine well with each other. They seem to know what they were supposed to be doing on the field. And they worked well. They made quick decisions, and everything just turned into attack real quick.
Yeah, I know winning is the best medicine, so maybe we're looking a little more positively than we would on a previous match, but it did seem that they had better chemistry. Really like the fact that the 3 guys that were playing up top, or in the middle rather, with Pulisic, Leggett, and Nagby could play in any position in the field. You saw a lot of overlapping, and then when Bedoya came in after the injury, they all continued to overlap, which was nice to see. The chemistry was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It definitely looked like they enjoyed themselves a lot more this game than past games. And obviously, when you're up 2-0 at the half, you can do that.
Yeah, it was actually 3.
When you're up 3-0 at the half, obviously you're going to enjoy the game a lot more, but the chemistry was great between all the guys. Even when the subs came in, they didn't lose momentum or anything like that.
Yeah, so a couple notes. John Brooks came out with a sinus infection. I know they reported it as dehydration, but it was actually a sinus infection. He should be okay to go for the next match. Unfortunately, we're not really sure about Sebastian Leggett right now. He had that injury to his leg, and he's looking for scans right now.
Yeah, he tried to give it a go there for a while, but you could tell he was uncomfortable. There was a really bad foul. I mean, the Honduras guy just came in way too late and just took him out. Hopefully he's good to go. Maybe not for the next game, but later on down the road. But, I mean, losing him and then bringing in Bedoya, we lost a little in attack, I thought, but he made up for more than enough in defensively.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Ding!
Yeah, I was happy to see that. You didn't really lose anything with Bedoya, which is important. Like we talked about in previous episodes, you know what you're getting with Bedoya. He's going to be solid out there. Wasn't really worried when he came in. That's important.
Yeah. We were a little worried in our previous videos talking about Cameron moving to right back, which wasn't the worst thing. We were really worried that Orozco would play there. I know all 3 of us have concerns about Orozco. Luckily, Cameron stepped in. He played really well there. And then the disruption in the center back pairing wasn't as bad as we thought. Gonzo and Brooks played pretty well together there, and Bradley kind of just covered up any deficiencies they had.
Yeah, I think I'm going to backtrack a little off of that because I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think Cameron had the greatest game over there at right back. I thought Gonzo was out of position a couple times, and it could have led to things where or Bradley kind of made up for goals that Honduras probably should have had. If they score 1 or 2 of those, I think we're speaking a different tune on that. And maybe fortunately, Graham Zusi came in. There wasn't a difference between him and Cameron, so maybe you can pull Cameron in and play center back now, and maybe give Gonzo a little more time to just get back into the men's national team jersey and step up his game.
Yeah, I mean, he got caught out of position a couple of times, but I think the awareness that Bradley had with those 2 helped them keep the clean sheet. So moving up into the midfield, we had Nagby and Pulisic. I know you're worried that Pulisic will eventually pass Dempsey and Donovan for goal scored. But how do you think he played?
Pulisic is such a young and all-around great athlete. He can anywhere he is in the field, I'm not worried about him being out of position or anything like that. He's a very smart player, and he works very well with Dempsey up top. And between the two of them is really fun to watch.
Definitely. I mean, Nagby and Pulisic were able to switch back and forth a couple of times, even Leggett when he was in. And Pulisic, he didn't have a couple of good touches at the beginning, I didn't think. But he settled into the game, and his movement off the ball is amazing.
Yeah, I think the first 20 minutes he was 5 for 10 on passing, which is not a great statistics, but then he was also involved on 4 of the 6 goals. The 2 that he wasn't involved on, one was Dempsey's free kick, and the other one was Bradley's goal from 25 out.
Yeah.
So obviously he brings a different dynamic to this team. He causes us to score goals. I mean, when you're involved in 4 out of 6 goals, that's not a coincidence. He's a good ball player, and he brings something to the team that we absolutely need.
He's definitely very similar to the way Donovan used to play. Donovan would be running down the field over here while all the ball movement goes on over here. He definitely sees the entire field, the entire game, and he's always where he needs to be.
Yeah, we've commented before. His instincts are well past his age.
Yeah.
And his skill level is catching up to that, I think, right now.
Oh, for sure. When he's sitting in where there's no defenders and on his one goal, he was sitting in the spot where no defenders were covering him up. And he saw the pass come in from Josie. That's another thing that he brings. He can sit in these pockets and make runs all day long.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've covered the lineup here so far. Who do you think had the best performance of the night?
I'm going to have to go with Pulisic on that one, but definitely a close second will be Tim Howard.
Yeah.
He was definitely overshadowed a little bit with the 6 goals. Everyone was looking at the offense, but I wasn't worried once with any of their attacks. He locked it down good back there.
Yeah, he made 4 saves on the night. They actually had a lot more shots than the US did, but they weren't able to finish on it. How about you? What was your performance?
For me, really, it's a toss-up between Dempsey and Pulisic. Gonna have to give it to Dempsey. Anytime you have a hat trick. No?
No, I wouldn't give it to Dempsey. We should be expecting this out of Dempsey. He's a seasoned vet.
Anytime you have a hat trick, you're the man of the match.
Right, but the defense wasn't all that great. Honduras' defense was poor at best.
Was it poor defense, or was it really good movement on the part of our offense?
I'm not saying you just handed him 3 goals at the beginning of the match, whatever, but I think we should be expecting more of this out of Dempsey.
I think
he was definitely in a slump for a little bit of the games leading up to this, and I think now he's getting back to his usual self.
You can't expect anybody to have 3 goals. You can't even expect any goals. He was the best player on the field.
Okay.
For me, I'm going to go with Josie. I thought that he was able to hold the ball up and distribute to Dempsey and Pulisic. And the reason they had such good nights was because of Altidore.
That's an interesting choice. He was involved on 2 of the goals, but if you were to go based on distributing the ball, I think Pulisic had a better night.
Okay, so we all disagree on that, but I mean, we're all in the same general location. We're just trying to figure out who was the
creator.
Who was the creator?
Yeah.
I also think Bradley definitely played more like himself this game. He looked a lot more comfortable on the field with the guys that surrounded him. And I think on the ball and off the ball, he was much better with his passing and ball handling skills this game.
Yeah, I think it's good to note that he did play a true center defensive position between the center backs, behind the center backs, slightly in front of the center backs.
And that shot had no business going in. I would have never taken that shot, but we're 25-something yards out with the left foot.
And in the past, he wouldn't have taken that shot.
It's old Bruce Arena telling him, grip it.
Grip it and rip it.
Grip it, that's a handball, well.
So, coming up, we have a game against Panama. This is coming Tuesday. Do you have any concerns with either the lineup that we had tonight against Panama or any injuries that surfaced?
Yeah, Panama's a better team than Honduras, so they're obviously going to give us more troubles on the wings specifically. That right back position still a question mark. Cameron didn't play that well, and Zusi came in and played at the same level. So that would be my biggest concern, would be that right back position. They're going to hammer that. They're going to go down that side every single time.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about how narrow we were at times. It seemed like everything just went right down the middle. And then we didn't really get that many crosses in. I know we only had 3, maybe only 1 actually found a head.
Yeah.
So that was a little concerning. How about you?
I ain't concerned.
He ain't scared.
Yeah, we also had no corners, so we really didn't have anything working off of the edge. So I could see your concern there. We also only had 9 shots. They outshot us. Against a better team, that could be an issue.
Yeah, I think our defense was able to force them to take shots that they weren't comfortable with, though. A lot of the shots were off balance and easy for Tim to just corral. Which, again, against a better competition, they'll find their space and they'll take a better shot.
So I wouldn't expect any blowouts in the near future. These next couple games are going to be a lot closer.
He expects a blowout.
Yeah, shutout every time. I did notice on our defense, though, they were, Tim Howard didn't have to scramble for very many balls on the rebound or anything like that, but our defense was collapsing a little bit after a shot, so they weren't leaving any chances up to their offense.
Yeah, there weren't many second chances.
They definitely cleaned up very well back there.
There's also a lot of last-minute touches that could have saved goals, too. I know Bradley had a couple volleys where he booted it out as clearances. I think we had 41 clearances. That's a lot of clearances.
Yeah.
That's a lot of chances that are inside our own 20.
I think part of that, though, is that they were just sending a ton of balls in from anywhere. They were just crossing everything that they could. I think they had 30 crosses or something. So when we have 41 clearances, that's just kind of a reflection on that more than anything.
I mean, a lot of the times on their crosses, we had the first touch too. So
yeah,
I mean, if they're getting the ball first, I'm happy with that, of course.
Yeah. I just didn't want to. I'm glad to celebrate this win. It's a super positive win, but the expectations should be kept to a closer game in the future.
Except for him.
No. 6-0 every time. You good?
6-0 every time. I mean, we're already in the World Cup.
You just won the World Cup.
Just won it.
So, are there any changes that either of you would like to make to this lineup that we had?
Tim Ream is starting the next game.
And what position?
Fullback. Center back.
Over who? Gonzo?
Yeah. Gonzo, what did he do? He's usually tall and, gets a big melon on some balls, but...
Yeah, that was huge.
So
they had 30 crosses.
Yeah? I don't know. He was a little...
So you still Cameron playing right back then?
Yeah. Tim Ream's starting next game.
Alright, for me, I've got Zusi starting and then Cameron moving back into the center. How about you?
I'm going to agree with you. Cameron into center back and then Zusi. And then leave the rest of the offense the way it was.
After Leggett. Yep. Yeah, I would leave Bedoya in there as well. I didn't see a huge drop off. But he's got the chemistry there. He's a hard worker. He can help back on defense with Zusi.
Maybe if it's close, bring out Dempsey and then bring in Costa late. Or Dax. But that's the only thing that I can see.
Yeah, change it to a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I don't think Arena's plan was for Dempsey to play the whole 90. But injuries kind of forced his hand. So I think he'll try to get Dempsey out the next game.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't start the next game.
Yeah, he could
For
start.
a late sub.
Who would you put in place of Dempsey?
I mean, if Morris'
if he's
ankle
healthy.
is okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
Other than that, maybe Wando, but I would have thought
Please
more.
no.
I would have thought more Wando this game, seeing as they played in San Jose. And that probably was the plan, to bring Wando in late for Dempsey.
Then you have the injuries.
Yeah, but he just never got the chance. I mean, I looked at Bobby Wood, but obviously that's not an option.
Yeah, it's too bad. As far as that goes, yeah, you'd probably hope that Morris is healthy, or you'd wind up putting maybe Pulisic up there as a second striker, but I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, I tried to avoid that if possible.
I'd rather play a 4-5-1.
Yeah.
What was that look? You disagree with me? You'd rather?
Yeah, 4-5-1 is going to naturally turn into a 4-3-2. Or 4-5-1. Yeah. 4-4-1. 4-4-2. It's going to turn into a 4-4-2.
Yeah, but
always.
No, that's not necessarily true. If you put Acosta in there in the back line, that'd be a 4-2-3-1.
Someone's always.
Or you put Jones. Put Jones in the Dempsey role.
Please, no, never again.
Why?
I'm done with Jones.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he's done.
He's undisciplined.
So what? He's your wild card.
Exactly, we don't need that.
Yeah.
The consistency of this lineup was the thing that got us 6 goals. It wasn't Jones rampaging up the field and not forgetting to come back.
I love that.
No, you leave guys out of position. You were mad that Pulisic was playing right back in a pinch. When you got Jones as the top man on the field, you're gonna have Altidore playing right back. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
That's the response, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it here.
We're not doing that. Him and Brucey are gonna talk about it and make sure.
It ain't happening. So that's our thoughts on the USA versus Honduras game. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below or tweet at us. Buswell_USA.
See ya.
Bye.
The shutout was also very important. Don't overlook the shutout.
It's a conversation. You're not just like spitting out points. Like middle of my sentence. Yeah, shutout. Alright, I think this has gotten out of hand.
Out of hand. What do you mean? Well,
yeah.
Fine.
Alright.
You don't want to see me pissed off.
This isn't even pissed off.
Outro. So that's our thoughts on the USA versus Honduras game. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below or tweet at us. Buswell or
He knows in the booth whenever he's in there. He knows the most about the game, and he talks about on and off the ball, and everyone else is like, "Wow, he shot and he scored."
I don't like any of the announcers. I like Brad Friedel.
Alexi Lawless likes people because of their haircuts.
I said.
Shutout is great.
Shutout.
Shutout's important.
You like shutouts?
Shutouts and hat tricks to be expected.
I'd rather lose 2-1 than 6-1.
What?
I'd rather lose a game, or I'd rather win a game 2-1 than win a game 6-1.
Why?
Because are you seriously gonna score 6 goals on someone and then let them score on you?
Okay.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
It was 6-0 though.
Yeah, I was just saying, shutouts are important.
They're absolutely important.
Yeah,
I would agree with that for the confidence of the defense and the confidence of the goalkeeper.
But what does 2-1 have to do with anything? We scored 6 goals.
No, I'm saying. Okay. So if you are winning a game and the score is 2-1, that's the final. I would much rather win 2-1 than 6-1.
What does it have to do with shutouts?
Cause if you're scoring 6 goals, you get a shutout every time. You score 2 goals and don't get a shutout. It's like, okay, it was a close game.
I don't get your point.
Rather have a close game than a blowout with 1 goal on their side. Get the dang shutout. Don't get lazy because you're up by a lot.
Okay, so you're up 6-0.
Yeah, you better not let them score.
Or you're up 2-0.
Let them score, that's fine. No, that's embarrassing if a game is 6-1 or 5-1. It's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. The fact that you let them score when it's 2-0.
It's embarrassing.
You have to buckle down when it's 2-0.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's just a close game. Like, I'm not saying give them a goal, but that's a close game. It's like, okay, they hard fought battle, whatever. But if it's gonna be 6-0 and then the next thing you know it's 6-1, that should never happen. Just saying. Deep.
Hey, buddy.
So,
No,
the shutout was also very important. Don't overlook the shutout.
it's a conversation. You're not just like spitting out points. Like middle of my sentence, yeah, shutout.